Welcome everyone to a Good Vibes gaming discussion, our first really, and appropriately enough, it's about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as Nintendo decided to just tweet it out that there's going to be a fighter revealed tonight at the Game Awards sometime during the show. We don't know when, but it's definitely going to be during the main show. So of course I have my good friend and co-founder Steve Bowling with me. Ash unfortunately is still asleep because this didn't really catch us off guard. But I think we have a pretty good replacement. We also have AntDude here with us. Welcome, AntDude.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, yeah, we were all caught off guard. I think I had a late night with Kai, and Ant, you were working late at night, so we're both just disheveled, which is why we're not on camera right now.
Yep.
So, yeah, what was that feel? What was all your feelings when you saw this announcement from Nintendo out of nowhere that we're getting our fighter number 8?
Just relief, because there's not a whole lot of speculation and rumors going into the Game Awards, especially from Nintendo, so just to see something substantial to look forward to is just a nice feeling. Haven't had that in a while. Mm-hmm. Usually Nintendo and Smash, that's the one thing that consistently gets hype, so it's nice to see that. I mean, because I think we had the Joker reveal, they didn't have another character reveal in the years after that, so it's just nice we get to have that again.
I think Nintendo fans were so burnt by last year where we basically got nothing. Bravely Default 2 really, but that then wasn't obviously Nintendo.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw so many like doom and gloom. Was like, well, hopefully it's better than the trash fire that was last year of Game Awards.
For sure,
was it really that bad? I mean, it's typical Game Awards to me, but oh well. But what about you, Steve?
I was actually a little disappointed in myself.
Oh, really?
When we were talking about this last night on TNT, I was thinking I should predict something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? The timing feels right for a Smash character. Ash and I even discussed it very briefly that the timing feels right for a Smash reveal. But then I was like, you know what? After last year where Nintendo really didn't show up, I really don't want to get anyone's expectations at higher than they should be. So I was like, I'll just predict that they're going to do nothing. But in the back of my mind, I was like, you could definitely predict a Smash character and have a 50-50 shot. And now that this is out, I'm like, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I just
well,
do
if it didn't happen, you feel all proud of yourself. It really was just a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it was a no-win situation. But
I feel like
I'm really, really happy that this is happening. Like this we're covering the Game Awards tonight, so this just makes me thrilled that we are going to have an actual legit, like, super hype moment during the show.
Mm-hmm. At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
That's
world premiere.
Exactly. And I think we discussed a bit during TNT about, like, possibility of Smash. Like, it always sort of comes up. So I feel like even if you didn't do it last time, at some point in the lead up to the Game Awards, I feel like we talked about the possibility of Smash, because I know we've talked quite a few times about, the timing does seem right, but will Nintendo actually pull that trigger? And turns out they did. So with all of that out of the way, I mean, for me personally, I actually looked at, there's all those fake Nintendo accounts, like Nintendo of, Antarctica and whatnot, making sure it wasn't a prank. And as soon as I saw it was legit, I was like, oh, really? They announced it this way rather than just let it be a surprise? So it seems like they really want people to watch the Game Awards this year. I don't know whether Game Awards set that up or Nintendo's like, we need some people to talk positively about Nintendo for now, for the first time in a little while, especially in regards to Smash. So
True.
All of a sudden, all the free Melee stuff is kind of gone, or at least out of people's minds for now.
I think it ties into what AntDude mentioned. Like, last year, Nintendo kind of disappointed fans at the Game Awards. Like, we were all expecting something, anything, and really they didn't have a major presence at the Game Awards. So I think them getting out in front and saying like, "Hey, we are doing something," is probably a good idea, because if I weren't covering the show tonight, I probably wouldn't watch it. Because as a Nintendo fan, I would be like, well, they kind of wrote 2019 off, and 2020 hasn't been Nintendo's strongest year, so I doubt they have anything to show. So knowing that there's a Smash character, that's like an instant, all right, I'll sit there for as long as you like.
Yeah. Also, what's interesting about the way they went about it is, if we just look at Fighter Pass 2 and we just talk about Smash reveals, the fact that they are specifically hyping up a new character makes it seem like it's going to be an exciting pick because they did that for Steve, and no one expected that big of an announcement, but it turned out to be a big announcement. And then we look back at Min Min, they just casually, like, in the middle of a random direct, like, yeah, here's the next character, that's fine. As opposed to making a big deal out of it. So I think, you know, there's no rule set to who could be in Smash, but it does seem like they want people to be excited, whether to offset the negative press they got or just in general. But that's what it seems like.
Yeah, it's hard to say whether this is like, all right, prepare people for an announcement. That way, when it comes out of nowhere, they're not like, oh, this is crap. But you can probably kind of set expectations a bit better with this one. And that being said, I'm seeing names thrown out like crazy already. There's always those very common picks for who might be revealed. And shall we get into it? Because I've seen quite a few, like right off the bat, saw people mention the fact that, you know, apparently when Doom Eternal was released on Switch, it was also apparently the anniversary of the release of the original Doom. So that, of course, leads to Doom Slayer. And the speculation about that. Also, we just got announcement from Way Forward about Double Dragon Neon coming to the Switch. So, of course, could there be a Way Forward character?
I missed that.
Oh, you missed that? Oh, yeah, we got a Double Dragon Neon port, I think, on the 12th or something like that.
Okay. Weird. All right.
Yeah. I've never played it, but I've heard it's really good, so...
Same. Okay.
So yeah, now there's those two aspects. I've seen people talk about a character named Jonesy from Fortnite, which I have no idea about that one, but yeah.
Man, I feel like the one thing I want to put out there is that I feel like this almost has to be a third-party character. I don't think you go to the Game Awards and announce one of your beloved first-party characters. Like, it just wouldn't have the same gravity as you know, kind of a shock and awe, like, oh, hey, this person from this other series is coming. So I think out of the gate, I'm willing to write off pretty much any first-party Nintendo character.
I'm trying to think.
That's fair. I feel like the only first-party character now that would generate a ton of buzz outside of Nintendo fans would probably be Geno. I don't think they would drop it at the Game Awards, but it's in terms of characters that may get it trending on Twitter a whole bunch more than normal. That'd be the one, but otherwise, yeah, third party seems like the way to go. That gets the most hype for them.
And I think Geno is a little too much of a deep cut at this point for something as
I agree,
quote unquote, as the Game Awards.
I agree.
Unless they do something utterly insane and announce they're working with Square Enix to make a remake of Super Mario RPG and then have Geno in the game. But I don't know if Nintendo doesn't typically do stuff like that for Smash. But that would be insane.
yeah, that would be a really cool announcement. I love Super Mario RPG. If we got a remake of Super Mario RPG, that alone, that would be more hype for me than any Smash character. But if they did announce Geno, I agree with you, Derrick. It would have to be accompanied by something of that magnitude. Just because I think a lot of people today would be like, "Who the hell is Geno?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's beloved by Nintendo fans and has that legacy to him, but it's been too long since he's been really anything.
Agreed.
Yep.
So, third parties, what are we feeling? I saw on Twitter, Ant, that you have hope beyond hope that it's Phoenix Wright.
Crash. Oh, Phoenix Wright too, yeah.
And also Crash.
So, Phoenix Wright is my ultimate dream pick because I don't think it's going to happen, but it's one of my favorite franchises, and just the wackiness of how he would play, like how he does in Marvel vs. Capcom, and getting Smash tier remixes of Ace Attorney music, that would be incredible. Wow. I don't think it'll actually happen. That's my dream pick, but I think Crash is the one that the third party character that everyone just knows is going to happen. Or expects the most. And I honestly didn't think that would be today. I figured they would wait and accompanying it with something. I figured they would accompany it with a Switch port of Crash 4, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. So I didn't think it was going to happen, but I guess just a bit of info that I found. Did you guys see the Game Awards Instagram?
No, I don't really look at Instagram.
No.
So I don't either, but apparently they posted the Smash invitation letter, and Jeff Keighley has a response to it that just says "whoa."
okay.
I would have been totally fine speculating anyone through the entire day, but now that he said whoa, I can't think of anyone else.
I mean, the only other person it could be is Keanu Reeves.
Oh, dude. Okay.
That said, now that you said that, Ant, look at the invitation for the tweet.
Oh, God.
We got that orange and yellow texture behind the Smash logo. Is that a Wumpa fruit?
Listen. I just didn't think it was going to happen tonight. If it actually does happen tonight, I'll be so ecstatic. But you're right. It does kind of look like it.
That would be kind of huge, and I feel like people would be really down for that sort of thing. But yeah, I was looking at this, like, a lot of these times when Smash things happen, the things around it typically serve as some sort of clue, which is why they typically put it on like a black background or something like that, so that you can't get any clues.
Right.
But this texture is like, what is this from? Like, I didn't exactly think Crash right away, but I'm like, is this some sort of explosion from the Doomslayer or something like that? But I don't know how you feel, Steve.
That's interesting. You know, now that you mention, I'm literally furiously Googling things as we're talking. But you're right. It does kind of like, it could very well be like a super zoomed in Wumpa fruit texture. So that is interesting because it does kind of have some of those same qualities, like in terms of,
because normally it would be like flame,
gradation.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't flame be the image you would expect with Smash?
Typically,
Usually,
yes.
Yeah. So that is, I can't think of anything else that it could be. It does seem like a realistic fruit texture behind it. So I wasn't aboard the whole Crash thing, but now the more I look at it, the more I think, wow. Also, it kind of makes sense. Like, I'm thinking about all the other popular picks, like Doomslayer. There's a lot of questions about whether Doomslayer is a good fit for Smash because of Doom, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a guy that typically, I mean, he fights, but by Smash rules, he fights pretty dirty. Mm-hmm. And Crash is really kind of the last holdout of major platforming icons.
I mean, actually, the character I expected tonight was Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, because Nintendo and Koei Tecmo have a good partnership, and the Warriors games, the Atelier games have been doing really well. Rumors of a Ninja Gaiden trilogy. It just seemed like that would be it, but now, the image now and then the whoa on Instagram totally throw it off.
Yeah. So framing this up, and I don't know if this is possible, but what if we're getting like a simultaneous announcement of Crash 4 for the Switch and Crash in Smash? I mean, to be fair, you don't have to have a game on the Switch to be in Smash. No. I mean, Joker's in Smash.
Well, we're getting Strikers soon.
Well, yeah. I mean, though? 2 years later? Like,
yeah.
I mean, also the Insane trilogy is one of the most successful third-party games on the Switch.
That is true. And we could see Crash 4. There's also that 106% logo that appeared on the TV in Crash 4, so it could be related to that game.
Also, like, the guy in the Crash costume has made an appearance in every single game, every recent Game Awards with something. Like, they did the CTR reveal for Team Racing. I think he showed up last year. They had the big Crash 4 reveal during the Summer Game Fest. Clearly, there's like a big partnership there also, so it would make sense to have the Crash costume guy there as well for his segment. So it all does kind of line up.
It really does. It almost makes it like, do we bother speculating about other people, or we just go down this Crash rabbit hole or Bandicoot hole? I guess
we should at least throw out some other predictions. I think that this, though,
related to Crash, if Crash does get in, I think Coco's also playable.
100%.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
So,
man, now I need to play some more Crash 4. Y'all are making me.
I need to play more Crash 4. I barely played it.
Real good.
I played the original at least.
It's real good.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, that one just, like, at that point, it would just sort of be speculating on the other characters in the Fighters Pass, because I think there are some characters that could legitimately make it, but just, again, the combination of announcing it ahead of time, the whoa on Instagram, now you have the background theory thing. It definitely makes a lot more sense than Jonesy from Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think...
I like...
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Oh, go ahead. I like Fortnite. I like it a lot. I don't play Battle Royale. I've been playing Save the World since before Battle Royale existed. But the characters in Fortnite are not really a thing. Like as someone who loves the game, I still don't look at it and go, man, I would love to play as these characters somewhere else. They suck. They're terrible characters. Like, there's nothing even remotely interesting about any character in Fortnite. They just exist as, like, basically skins for you to, look the way you want while you play the game. They have no personality, no anything. So I would be incredibly underwhelmed if a Fortnite character ended up in Smash, though I would completely understand like the dollars and cents decision behind it. But
oh yeah, you put a Fortnite character in there and you're gonna get a lot of kids. Like
you're gonna get a lot of new people playing Smash just to play as their favorite, Fortnite character, which. But I mean, I guess there's an upside if you ever did do a Fortnite character because they're all so damn samey. Like you could have multiple different costumes because they all do the same things, right?
Right.
So you could have Ramirez, Jonesy, I don't know. Who are the other characters? Thanos and Iron Man?
Yeah, exactly. They just put in anybody. They got, Mandalorian in there. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
Put in Kratos.
Baby Yoda, whatever.
We get Kratos in Smash via Fortnite. That'd be amazing.
Oh, that would be the best version. Like, he can't do anything. He just does dumb dances and stuff all day.
Oh, my God. I don't know if Fortnite is interesting because I guess you can have the pickaxe or the a lot of the more physical attacks. You have the guns for long range, and then you have the building mechanic, which makes me think he's just sort of a different kind of Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, we already explored the idea of building mechanics with Minecraft Steve. I don't know that we need the next character after Steve to also have the same gimmick.
Yeah, a lot of characters do have similar stuff, because, like, Byleth is a totally original character, but that's plenty of stuff that is reminiscent of other characters. I just don't think they would do 2 DLC characters back-to-back that have building mechanics.
No, absolutely not.
It's a real hard sell. It makes it come off like you're running out of ideas. Crash, on the other hand, I think really, like the I think people would intrinsically understand why Crash ended up in Smash.
Absolutely.
Like he has a legacy that is really hard to ignore.
And then really, even though it's not really with PlayStation anymore, it still has that feeling of you associate Crash with PlayStation, and now all of a sudden we have a Microsoft character and a PlayStation character in Smash Brothers.
And a Sega character, so getting all them and Sonic to be in one fight, like that's what I love Smash for, is that crazy crossoverness of it.
Yeah. So we could have a Mario versus Sonic versus Crash match, which is really, really cool to think about. Like, thinking about this more and more, that's who I want. Yeah, absolutely.
And then the fan service element, it would be crazy for Crash, because the soundtracks are really good, so you have a lot of remix potential. The stages, it would probably be something from Crash 4, just the Insanity Beach. That'd be really cool. And then I remember someone entertained the idea of getting a Mii costume for Crash, and it would just be Crash. So it would just be the Crash costume guy as a Mii costume.
That'd be man, wonderful. That would be really good.
Like, all these things are perfect.
I mean, you have Mii Gunner. There you go. Have Cortex.
Yeah.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes me excited for the idea of like Crash in here, and it makes me think of the other ones. Like, I think the common ones is Sora. No, I don't really see Sora. You could see. I'm trying to think of the other really common ones that always get brought up. Shantae. I don't think Shantae did it this time.
Well, see, all those characters I think have a shot. There are still 3 slots left.
They still have a shot.
But it all just seems like the perfect storm of the big announcement and everything. Because, I think Shantae would be great. Doom Guy would be great. It just, the way everything's lining up just seems to be in Crash's favor. Because Jonesy, I guess, would be a big announcement for the audience of the Game Awards. Because it's like that mainstream appeal. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I keep going back to Crash because, again, the audience of the Game Awards should also have lots of love for Crash. Crash is, kind of had a renaissance lately. Like you said, AntDude, between Insane Trilogy on the Switch, which, again, you said one of the best-selling third-party games on the entire platform, and Crash 4, which by all accounts is excellent. This is really if you were ever going to put Crash in, this is the right time.
Yeah, 100% agreed.
Yeah, this is so what we're all saying.
Exactly. As I guess you're welcome. I mean, through all this investigate between Ant's thing and then just looking closer at this whole invitation, I guess that's the big question: is did we figure this out or not?
I mean, I was so ready to throw out a bunch of different because again, my bets were going to be on Doom guy, the Ninja Gaiden guy, Ryu Hayabusa, maybe Sora because Kingdom Hearts is still relevant. So I just didn't think I knew Crash would happen, but I just didn't think now. But just in one foul swoop, it just got all shifted, and it's hard to think about anyone else.
Yeah, for me, for most of 2020, I was on the Travis Touchdown bandwagon, but he recently got a Mii costume, and I my typical process of predicting who's going to be in Smash is looking at what games Nintendo has in the pipeline and trying to match up like a character that would make sense to one of those games, but there's really nothing. So.
I mean, Min was sort of out of nowhere. Steve is like, there's nothing really to hype up with there, so it's sort of like...
Well, the Steve timing actually made sense because Minecon was right then.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize that.
So there was some time, because I remember some people speculated, hey, Minecon's in 2 days, it could be Steve, and everyone's like, no, it's not, and then it was. But yeah, Min is different because that's Nintendo's own character. They can do that whenever.
Right.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, they kind of roll out their own characters with a lot less, pomp and circumstance to them. Like you said, they just drop Min in the middle of a regular direct. So, yeah, and I don't see them coming to the Game Awards and being like Piranha Plant again. Yeah.
That said, I guess there is something else we can speculate about all of this. When do we think it'll drop? Like, is this a January release, a February release? Even March?
Byleth dropped in... Was that January when Byleth dropped?
January or February, I think.
I think so.
Because we got it... I know it happened before pandemic, so I think it has to be January or February.
I mean, I had figured it would have been 3 characters for each year for the 2 years, but that was, pre-pandemic. So, but I guess January or February.
Yeah. I don't think they have a lot in January so far. So
especially
January.
if they bring directs back in January, it would be a good available now thing to kick off the first big direct.
That I'm really torn on this because when they showed Joker off, there was a 4-month wait. So they showed Joker off at the Game Awards, and he released in April of the following year. I don't think it's going to take nearly that long, but I would probably bank on. Oh man, so I'm split between 2 different like schools of thought on this. And part of me says 2 months that it'll be half as long as we waited for Joker. We'll get whoever this new character is in February, probably Crash. But the other thing I'm thinking is, okay, they've had a lot of time. Like it's been a long time since we got an announcement. So what's is there the possibility that they're gonna say, hey, guess what? Here's whoever this is, probably Crash, and you can download them next week. Because they also said they're going to be doing more videos, like your traditional character breakdowns too, in one of the tweets. I think Sakurai tweeted that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So if you're already at the point where you're doing like the character breakdown, that means you should be really close to release for the character too.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like they got the kinks worked out of this release schedule, and it's definitely behind what they initially planned, but I think that's probably back on track, and it's probably pretty efficient after 2 now 3 characters for this season 2, and in this situation I think it's probably like, okay, we know what we're doing now, hopefully.
Yeah, agreed. I'm looking at the tweet now. We are also focusing on participating movies, whatever that means. I'm reading the Google.
I think that just
participating movies. I'm guessing that's like actual like animated trailers, the CG trailers.
Right.
So
yeah, that may be. So I don't know.
My speculation also for Crash is that it won't be animated. They're gonna recreate the old Crash commercial with the Crash costume guy going out to Nintendo HQ.
Oh gosh!
And yelling for Plumber Boy to come out.
Oh man, if they bring back the classic Mario costume from Smash 64's commercial, I'll be so happy.
That'd be amazing.
Or have those four, or even have the four of them come out. It'd be amazing.
Oh, that'd be so good.
I'd say
That would
either
be really
that
good.
or Crash is hanging out, or like Donkey Kong's hanging out at the beach and Crash shows up because, tropical.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
I was thinking that if this is Crash, that the only thing I would call is that, one, it would be like an animated trailer, and two, there will be some point at which he's chasing the Smash letter through a level and like he's running away from a boulder while trying to catch the letter. Mm-hmm. That's what I envision in my mind when I think of Crash and a Smash reveal, but we'll see.
The animation team at Toys for Bob is definitely still working because they put that extra little trailer with the Uncharted gameplay. That's none of that stuff is in Crash 4 at all. So they're still animating stuff. So there's a chance for more stuff to be animated by that team.
Mm-hmm. And no matter what with you talking about the boulder, Steve, there's no way that there's not going to be something coming from the background to the foreground during during Smash matches during the first Crash stage.
Oh man, I cannot wait. Like I'm gonna play some Crash before the Game Awards tonight just to get myself hyped for this. But I feel like there's no way it's not this at this point. Which is we're really going to have some egg on our face.
Oh yeah, we doubled down on this and like, nope, not Crash, crap. But honestly, I've predicted Smash Brothers stuff for so long now that I've rolled out the same set of characters. It's hard to branch out at this point. It's like, who else do you say that we haven't already said before?
Right. It's really tough when you think about characters that have like the appropriate legacy to be in Smash, and Smash is 85 characters deep at this point. Like, how many options do we have left for people that are obvious, right? Like, obviously should be there. I can think of Crash. If you start to branch out, maybe Klonoa. People that are obvious, like slam dunk fits for Smash. I don't know that there's like when you start getting into the Doom Slayers and Soras and Travis Touchdowns of the world, I feel like they'd be cool in Smash. Like, I'd absolutely love for them to be there, but I don't think like it's like, oh yeah, they should have been in Smash decades ago, and it doesn't make sense why they're not. Like, Doom Slayer only makes sense because Doom has again, just like Crash, had something of a renaissance in the last few years. Mm-hmm. And the games are really good, but I mean, Doom Slayer as a character, like as an archetypal character, doesn't really like you go, oh yeah, that guy should be hanging out with Mario. So same for Travis Touchdown. Like, he would not be homies with Mario.
No, just imagine if they brought back his charging mechanic for his sword. It's like, I don't know if that's going to work.
I can imagine. Although, you know what? That would be like the best dichotomy of like, it would be the best proof of Nintendo's evolution over the decades. We're talking about the company that required blood be removed from the original Mortal Kombat. Now you have a dude doing a very obvious gesture next to Mario. That'd
be hilarious.
Yeah, it would definitely be funny. But yeah, I think that Crash is one of those ones that his legacy is just, it speaks for itself. Like, he was at one point Mario's actual rival, just like Sonic, who is in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly. But any other thoughts on what we might see from Smash Brothers Ultimate in the Game Awards tonight?
In the Game Awards, and I think that'd be it. But I just expect it to be a big deal because of the hype that they forced onto us.
Yeah, forced onto us. How dare you give us this hype? You raised my hopes. I'm not used to hope in 2020.
I woke up all peaceful and then I checked my phone.
And it's like,
I mean, to be fair, the back end of 2020 has been pretty kind so far.
That is true.
For sure.
That is true. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And as we stated in today's news tonight, we are going to be live streaming this entire thing, so you'll be able to see our reactions to this Smash reveal. Of course, we'll have Ash there as well, so that'll be fun. And Ash is not the biggest Crash fan, but I think he'll still be hyped for it depending on how it plays. He's like, even if he's not a big fan, he always loves to see the mechanics of a Smash character whenever they're revealed. So you can look forward to that. I think the pre-show starts at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, so definitely check that out. Are you streaming that at all, Ant, or are you just taking it easy?
No, yeah, I'm just going to be taking it easy. It's like the first big event for gaming in a while, so I'm just going to enjoy it just casually.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I think that covers it for our Smash Brothers Ultimate Game Awards prediction fighter whatever thingy discussion. But if you like this, of course, be sure to subscribe to Good Vibes Gaming for much more on the Game Awards, for our nightly news discussions with today's news tonight, and many more things in the pipeline. So until then, you guys have a great day and have good vibes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.